My name's Elysia English and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for everyone's support. We were able to do another giveaway for October. Today, during this video, we are going to announce the winner. Today I'm working on a few projects. Some of these items I made while I did some craft shows last year and sold out on these items. So I wanted to show you what I was working on today, and we also want to be able to share with you who won our October giveaway. I'm really excited to be able to give this gift to someone, and I'm just so grateful for the support you guys give us on our channel. So being able to have you guys support means that we can do giveaways like this one. As our YouTube family grows and the viewers on our channel grow, we're able to have more opportunities to be able to give giveaways. So if you're not already part of our YouTube family, in order to enter our giveaways, you have to be a subscriber. So hit subscribe, you don't want to miss out. Normally I would wait until the end of the video to announce the winner, but I'm so excited to be able to give away a Silhouette Cameo Mint. This machine is super cute. It does a lot of really fun things. You can check out the video of the Silhouette Mint on my channel. I'll put the card above. This giveaway was fun because I really like trying new things, and this was something new that I hadn't used before I made that video. So the winner for this October giveaway is Melissa Phillips. I hope you and your granddaughters enjoy this. Thank you for the support on our channel. I love you right back. What I'm working on today to prepare for my craft show is Santa keys. I created these the last 2 years in a row and they were sold out at all of my shows. I also had a lot of custom orders for these. So I wanted to show you guys what I'm working on so you could make them for your own family or even to resell. I picked up a variety of these little wood plaques at my discount stores. I have a few different suppliers. I haven't been able to order them online in a good price point, so I've been looking out for these throughout the year, picking up a few here and there. I have 24 of these that I'm going to create for my show. These are typically between $1 and $1.50 each, depending on where I get them, and I want to stay in that price point to keep my profit margin where I want it for this project. You can see I have several different shapes to choose from. Sometimes when you're working on projects, it would be maybe cheaper for me to cut these out on my own and do all of my own rendered edges. The problem is sometimes the amount of time it takes for you to create something on your own doesn't reflect the price that you would just pay for it to save yourself some time. So I did purchase these, although you could use some rectangular blocks and bevel the edges on your own. We live in a house with no chimney, and so the children have asked several years how Santa gets in without a key since we lock the door at night, since we don't have a chimney for Santa to come down. So I thought these were really cute for houses with no chimneys. To begin the project, I need to print some of my stencils using my contact paper and my Silhouette Cameo. So I'm going to measure how big these plaques are so I know how big to create my design for my stencil. So I know I want my design not to be any longer than 7 inches by 5.5. I'm also going to keep in mind that some of mine have a rounded edge and may be slightly smaller. Let's head to my cameo. Using my Silhouette Cameo, I've created the design that I want to use on the plaques. I'm creating 12 at a time. I'm going to print them out and create my stencils. One of my biggest pet peeves of buying store-bought craft items is that they often stick stickers on wood products. These actually don't peel off, so now I'm going to use my palm sander to sand off all of the stickers. We want to make sure these look really professional when we're done, so we don't want any store-bought original stickers on it if we're going to make a handmade item. So we want to remove all of those and prep our pieces for painting. I'm going to create 4 different styles of this sign, and what I'm going to do is paint them, give them the coat on the front and the back, and once it's dry, I'm going to lightly distress it. I've chosen a little bit of an off-holiday green, a red, and a white. A lot why I don't use your typical craft acrylic paint. The reason I don't is because this would cost me $1 to $3 plus tax for only 59 mils worth of paint. I can purchase a sample container in my favorite type of paint from the hardware store for almost 500 mils for under $6. When purchasing these tubes, I'm limited to what colors that I can get. There's a large selection, but I am limited. And when I purchase the sample containers, I can create a small sample, but 1 inch by 1 inch on a piece of paper or board, take it into the hardware store, and they will give me a sample container that matches perfectly the item that I made. To distress pieces of wood, I always use a 220 grit sandpaper. It's a super smooth sandpaper, so it doesn't take off hunks, it just gives a little bit of the edging, the detail that I'm looking for. I chose these plaques because I love the routed edge, and that will give me the details when I'm using my sandpaper. So I'm going to run it really softly around and give it some character. Lightly sanding will leave this white dust, and so I'm using a lightly damp cloth to remove any excess. Whenever I'm distressing red, you can see that the dust really comes off of the item. So make sure that if you're working with white also, that you don't use this same rag when you're using red. It also stains my sandpaper, so I'm going to use a fresh piece when using my white plaques. Using my Silhouette Cameo, I created my stencil, so I'm going to cut out the section that I want and weed out all the lettering. So my stencil says Santa's Magic Key, and I'm going to use a pin and take out all the lettering that I don't want. I'm using contact paper to create my stencil. This is cheaper than me using colored vinyl in my Silhouette. Using a blank piece of contact paper, I'm going to use it as a transfer tape to transfer my image onto my plaque. Using a makeup sponge and some white paint, I'm going to sponge over my lettering. I purchased these cup hooks, which I'm going to use to attach the key. They look like a little hook with a screw bit on the end, and so I'm going to use these so that I can actually screw them into the front where my jute will hold the string hanging. I have gathered a collection of different keys that I can choose from for this project. Using one of the cup hooks, I'm going to put one on the top right-hand corner, and all I'm doing is applying a tiny bit of pressure, and then I'm going to screw it in just like if I was trying to push in a screw. I'm going to do it until the base is flush with the plaque. Using a thin natural jute, I'm going to create a little loop that's going to hold the key to be able to hang it on the special spot. So my key has a space at the top where I can put the jute through. And I'm just going to make a little bit of a loop knot. Cut off any of my excess. And then this will be able to hang on my plaque. So now this is Santa's magic key that he can use for houses with no chimneys, so he can come in and use his special key. And so this is going to hang here. Now we need to be able to put a hanger on this so that if this was hanging on someone's front door, it would be easily accessible. We leave this on our front door so Santa knows that he can use his magic to use his special key to get in to leave his gifts for Christmas. I'm going to use some holiday ribbon to create a hanger to hang the sign. I think these are very versatile. You could change the quotes and change your ribbon and key size and make it your own. I'm taking 2 dozen of these to my show because I was able to sell out of both my shows last year that were just small local shows. So I knew that I needed to make quite a few of these to take this time. These cost me under $2 to create, and I sell them for $16. My idea to display these at my show is to create a little wood wall plaque where I can actually have a vintage doorknob. That way they will actually hang on a doorknob at the show to demonstrate what their use is. When creating things for my event, it works best for me to work in batches. That way I save a lot of time gathering all the materials that I need if I'm switching projects. So I have 3 down, and I have 21 more to make tonight. Last night, I stayed up quite late creating a bunch of ornaments. If you missed my ornament video from yesterday, you want to check it out. Super cute and really cost effective. I can't wait to show you what I'm working on later on tonight. I will be welcoming you in my next video, so stay tuned for tomorrow for our next video. Congratulations again to Melissa Phillips. I hope you enjoy your giveaway this month. We will have another giveaway coming up soon. For those of you who've been asking, the show that I'm going to be in is on November 28th, 29th, 30th, and December 1st. It's at the Western Fair Agriplex Centre in London, Ontario, and it's called London's 40th Annual Arts and Crafts Festival. I'm booth number 78. You can check out their Facebook page. There is a small admission to get into the show. If you want to come and show your support and stop by and say hi, please do. Don't feel like you have to buy anything, but if you want to come out and show your support for me, that would be great. If you enjoyed these Santa keys, be sure to hit that like button. We hit 63,000 YouTube family members today, and I'm so excited about how fast our channel is growing. I love all of you guys for your support, so thank you so much. I have lots of content to show you this week that I'm working on, like boho ornaments, really neat welcome signs, and some more scroll saw projects. You are all the best YouTube family I could ever ask for. Don't forget to leave your congratulations to Melissa down below. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next project.